good? We good? We good? Shall I like introduce myself or something?
Yeah, so just say your name, your age, and the city and state where you live.
Alright. I know there's gonna be a lot of people who don't believe it, but there's also a lot of people who are interested in, you could say conspiracy theory type stuff. I mean, I would argue there's enough evidence that it's not conspiracy theory anymore. So, I just thought there's a lot of people who, would want to know this information because, it takes time to do the research and stuff. And, I felt like if I kind of packaged a lot of the information that I learned into, a short 10-minute video that's easy for people to understand, it might kickstart people to be interested in it and do their own research about it. So, that's just kind of what I was feeling like. Just wanted to let people know, Alright, what's up? I'm Scott Chapman, Scope Beats for the beats. I'm 17, I live in California. Profession, I'm a professional student as of now, but I be making beats as a hobby. I'm trying to make some money off it, but we're still working on that. I've made small dollars, but I'm trying to expand, Since summer after 7th grade, I'd say. So, I don't know, we can calculate that. That's about 4.5 years, maybe even 5 by now, because it's summer. So, motivates me in creating music. It's just, I feel like it's such a beautiful thing, to create something that's never existed in history before. It's something beautiful and new that no one's ever thought of. It's just like an expression of yourself, and I just think it's beautiful. And I just have fun making music, so I like doing it. If something makes me feel happy, it's good. All right, so I just got the kick and the snare in there. Went the highest in. Just making a quick beat here, nothing special, nothing too good. Now I'm probably just gonna lay a second snare in there. Melodies in there. Well, I've been learning a lot, doing a lot of research, learning a lot of things, and I just thought, I've always been so afraid to speak my mind on social media or whatever, so I just thought it's time. I just had to say my truth, get it out there and just put aside what everyone else thinks, just completely just be one with my thoughts and put them out there, because I thought, I think it's some stuff that people might need to hear or want to hear, believe it or not, it's stuff that I believe. So I just had to let go of that fear, Y'all gonna call me crazy as hell for this. You might have seen things posted on my stories past couple weeks. Yeah, I've already been called ignorant, a Republican for it. And I was afraid for so long. I was afraid to do this, to talk. But let me get this straight first about those accusations. I don't give a about your political parties, alright? I don't care. It doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not a Democrat, Republican. I just hate pedophilia and I hate racism. And when I see these two things spread out throughout the world, I'm not gonna stand for it, okay? So, what am I talking about? The world is controlled by a small group of satanic pedophiles. So basically what happens is, there's this old group. It's also called the Illuminati, by the way. They approach people who look like they have promising in the world. And they say, hey, we'll offer you everything you want. We'll give you all this money. We'll give you a nice house, everything. But first, you gotta rape this child. You have to molest this little girl. And now people without any sense of morals, they'll go, alright, no one's gonna know about it, right? Say no. They do it. They get rich. They get anything they want. Everything. You sell your morals, pretty much. You're selling your morals. They make you do something sketchy. So what do? They take footage of this interaction, and then once you start to step out of line, they threaten, hey, the whole world can see this. So that's where they get you. You're controlled forever then, because they have that dirt on you. They have that blackmail. You can't step out of line or else the whole world knows you're a pedophile. It's messed up. So that's how these people are controlled, and that's why nobody knows about it. But you know, I was really afraid. I was really afraid to say it in front of like social media. So I had to really sit there and just like come to terms with my anxiety and my fears about it. So, you know, I was just kind of trying to meditate there. I was sitting on a tree, and like I've never been one to really like climb trees, but I just had to be like, all right, I just have to trust that the tree has my best interests in mind. So I just like started climbing that tree with no fear. And I was like, all right, if I can climb this tree without fear, I can go like just speak for like a 10-minute video online. So like, you know, that really helped me. And then I got up there. You know, it took me a little bit to get over the anxiety once the camera's rolling, it's kind of just, you're into it. But, you know, I just thought I'd speak my truth. And, you know, I'd been posting stuff like on my Instagram stories and all that. Some haters be calling me like, I don't know, they try to call me like, oh, he's a crazy Republican, or he's ignorant. But, you know, I don't really associate with political parties like that. I speak on what I know, you know. And if I see there's some people, you know, doing disgusting things to children, I'm gonna share that, you know, trying to make that known. So that's just what I was feeling. So I posted the video, and I got a very positive response from people saying like, wow, I had no idea. Thank you for exposing this to me. Like, I had no idea. So I think there's a lot of people who need to know about it, you know. But then there's a lot of people who won't believe, and that's fine, because you believe what you will, you know. You create your truth, so that's just how I was feeling. You know, I didn't really know about this, like, maybe even, like, earlier this year, I just started learning about, like, all this stuff. You know, just people in my family have been, like, telling me different pieces of information, and, you know, it's all about putting it together for yourself, you know. It's like a big puzzle, like, you hear one thing, and you hear another thing that are completely connected, but then you hear one more thing, and it, like, puts everything together, and you just completely understand. It all kind of started. I started to get like really into it and starting to really do my own research and stuff. So that's when it really kicked off, you know. The reason I posted the video, I know there's gonna be a lot of people who don't believe it, but there's also a lot of people who are interested in, you know, you could say conspiracy theory type stuff. I mean, I would argue there's enough evidence that it's not conspiracy theory anymore. But anyway, there's a lot of people who are interested in like conspiracy theories. So, you know, I just thought there's a lot of people who like would want to know this information, because like, you know, it takes time to do the research and stuff, and, you know, certain level of exposure to it, like being around the right people. So, you know, if I felt like if I kind of packaged a lot of the information that I learned into like a short 10-minute video that's easy for people to understand, it might kickstart people to be interested in it and do their own research about it. So that's just kind of how I was feeling. Like, just wanted to let people know, you know. I've heard some stuff, and I've done some research about like Pizzagate and stuff. I don't know if you've heard that, but it's essentially what I was talking about is Pizzagate. You can do more research on that.
Greetings, citizens of the world. This is a message from Anonymous for the World Health Organization. It is widely believed that you are a group that truly seeks to maintain the best public health around the world, but in the past few months, it has become apparent that you are more of a political organization than a public service. In fact, your allegiance to the governments that support you through massive financial donations has put the world in grave danger.
To talk about it and learn that and feel like I'm not crazy, because you think it's the random strangers that call you crazy, right? Because I was like, okay, people are gonna call me crazy for this, but it's people in your own family that call you crazy. You know, to see people like online that are like bonding with me, and like I've met a lot of friends who are like on the same wavelength as me about this stuff, and they're like, hey bro, this is all real, I've done my own research about this. And it's just like comforting, like, wow, I'm not alone here. I'm not crazy. Like, I just, you know, I wanted to expose it to inspire people to speak their truth and also inform people of my truth, because I think it's very important information that, like, if you choose to believe it, it might change your life forever, you know?